Well, developing tonight, Arizona Congressman Ruben Gallego recently got the stamp of approval from Arizona's largest police association.
And the timing of the endorsement caught our attention. On Monday, the Arizona Police Association announced its endorsement of Gallego in his run for the U.S. Senate.
Then on Tuesday, Gallego announced that he opposed strict federal oversight of the Phoenix Police Department, which right now is under a microscope.
12 News journalist Joe Dana explains the significance of both developments. Joe?
For Congressman Gallego to get the endorsement of this union is a big get and a surprise. Fresh off endorsing presidential candidate Donald Trump on Friday, Arizona Police Association President Justin Harris then went to the other party, 2 days later endorsing the Democrat in the Senate race, Ruben Gallego. Harris writing on social media, as a Marine combat veteran, we know Congressman Gallego understands the complexities of modern policing in American society.
Let's make America great again.
The endorsement is a slight to Gallego's challenger, Kari Lake, who had the association's backing in her last election. However, Lake does have two other statewide law enforcement agencies' support. Gallego says he's proud to have the association's backing, saying in a statement, "I look forward to working with them in the Senate to combat fentanyl trafficking, train the next generation of officers, and keep families safe." Then on Tuesday, one day after the endorsement news, Gallego sent a letter to the Department of Justice in its ongoing reform investigation, telling the DOJ, "I am deeply concerned that DOJ's approach to Phoenix police misses the mark." Gallego questions whether the DOJ actually found systemic abuses, saying the 120 unspecified incidents identified by the DOJ amounts to an exceptionally small fraction of 1% of all service calls. Gallego's asking the feds to support Phoenix PD in their ongoing reform efforts rather than dictate what the department must do.
To act as if federal oversight isn't needed to rein this rogue agency in is simply ludicrous.
The ACLU of Arizona criticizing Gallego this afternoon, saying the police department needs strict oversight.
Any politician, if they are willing to sell out their community in favor of protecting an out-of-control police force, we will have a problem with that.
After an eventful 2 days for Gallego's campaign, a spokesperson told us he was unavailable to answer our questions today. Among the findings by the DOJ, they accused the police department of discriminating against minorities, mistreating the homeless, and eroding public trust. The police department has said they've already instituted several reforms, and they strongly disagree with many of the principal findings of the DOJ's investigation. Joe Dana, 12 News.
Joe, thanks. Speaking of Ruben Gallego, there's a new development tonight in the race for the U.S. Senate in Arizona. Kari Lake and Ruben Gallego are now set to debate on October 9th. Today, the Lake campaign contacted the Citizens Clean Elections Commission, agreeing to extend an invitation to every candidate on the ballot, including Arizona's Green Party candidate, Eduardo Quintana. Gallego now has to agree to include Quintana in the debate. In a statement, Lake urges Gallego to accept, adding, "You can't claim to be a defender of democracy when you refuse access to third-party candidates." The Green Party Senate nominee won the primary with 282 write-in votes. The winner of the election will replace independent Senator Kyrsten Sinema, who decided not to seek re-election.